Hello everyone, it's that time again. Time for another This is Commentary with Ozzy Rose. Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Ozzy Rose. I hope everyone is having a great day on this beautiful, sunshiny, extremely windy day. But anyways, the topic for this commentary segment is mental health. That's right, mental health. I didn't realize it until I was scrolling a while ago on TikTok. I can't remember the young lady's name. I didn't catch it, but she had a still picture, and she said May is Mental Health Awareness Month. If I had anything that I could spread around as far as I go, and as y'all know in these commentary segments, I usually just try to give you examples on me. I'm fit in every department. And I'm truly blessed for that. And what I mean by every department, I'm fit spiritually, I'm fit emotionally, mentally, and physically. Now, being said, that could all change tomorrow, and I realize that. So I don't take nothing for granted, and I'm very blessed that I'm finally in my life now and fit in those departments. It was a long time coming. Take it from a guy that I was just mentally, emotionally, and physically, as well as spiritually shot, and I truly was. Nothing seemed to work for me, though, on the mental health perspective. I did counseling for 25 years, but I wouldn't do what they told me. I took meds that didn't do no good. I suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. I suffered from a severe case of OCD. And until a couple of years ago, I didn't know it, but I suffered from bipolar disorder. I had manic depression. That's what we used to call it, the older guys back in the day. But what I'm getting at here is that something could affect me down the road, mentally. And if it does, you can well bet I'm going to do something about it. And I'm going to do what I'm told. Today I do what I went to counseling for 25 years for. They give you mental tools. I didn't put it into action then, but I do today. I don't suffer today from post-traumatic stress disorder. I don't suffer today from a severe case of OCD. Now, on the manic depression part, I will have a little manic episode once every 2.5, 3 weeks, and I know it's that right off the bat. Sometimes it affects me with a little sadness. Sometimes it's a little anger, but by the next day it's gone. I was told by a therapist when he told me that I had the bipolar disorder. He goes, "Well, the good news is you're light on the manic and you're light on the depression, Ozzy." I said, "Maybe," but I said that depression kicked my fucking ass for 50 years, and it truly did. But everything that I do today keeps me fit in all the departments. When I go out strutting, most days when it ain't terribly windy like it is, that keeps me in great physical shape. It also works emotionally and mentally too, if you stay in great physical shape. Plus, I have a strong connection to my Lord and Savior. And then everything else that I do helps with the emotional and the mental too. This commentary segment every day, my live show every night, my 2 written posts today on social media, my new confessions video that I put out once every Sunday. So everything that I do works in all them departments. Now, the shows and stuff like that I do don't work physically. The strutting part takes care of the physical. But don't get me wrong, folks, I'm not stupid and I'm not a fool. I know that something down the line could affect me mentally. I guess you could say I'm kind of the poster boy for positivity, but also great in those departments, and that's where I am truly, truly blessed and humbled. I'm so thankful to my Lord and Savior that He gave me a couple of visions. One, get in shape, then what come along second was the strutting thing. And he let me know that getting in shape, first of all, would be the key to unlocking everything in my life, that it would be taken care of if I kept it up. But he let me know this: if I got lazy, then all the physical health troubles come back, plus all the emotional and the mental troubles come back. So That I know from him. Did he tell me in my ear like I'm telling you now? No. He just give me these visions, you know, and I ran with it, and I did, and I'm keeping on running with it. I'm keeping on doing it. Today, when I do the strutting thing, it's just simply routine. Everything that I do now is simply routine. Of course, I can't be out there in 40+ mile an hour winds because that wears me out, and I never get tired unless I'm out there in those kind of winds. But I didn't know that May was Mental Health Awareness Month. And this is what I know too. If you have no insurance and you want to go see a mental therapist, it will cost you $350 up front. If you have insurance, then you can see a mental therapist. But if you don't, you can't unless you got $350. So there's a lot of people that would like to do something about their mental health that don't have insurance and can't, you know. Then there's some who has insurance like I did, and I wouldn't do what they told me for 25 years going to therapy. I tried to rely on everything. I tried to rely on that, therapy. I tried to rely on medicines. Nothing worked for me, and it truly didn't. What worked for me was getting in shape, getting right with my Lord and Savior, and then everything else started coming into play. The live show, everything, the written post, everything that I do. And it keeps me a happy, humble, very thankful person. But I do feel for those that would like to do something about their mental health, but can't because they don't have insurance. You know, this ain't like days of the 80s where you could go and charge. You know, today you have to have that money up front or you have to have insurance. And I feel for those who don't have insurance. But I will say this, since this is May is Mental Health Awareness Month, everybody suffers from mental problems today, even our therapists do. They have to go see therapists. I don't suffer today. I don't. But that could all change. So I'm not a fool. I won't say it, well, no, I'm never going to be mentally off again. That could be a total lie. It could happen. I hope and pray that it doesn't. I hope that everything that I do every day, that I do this every day until the day I'm dead. Because this is what truly makes me happy. And it does, everything that I do. Straight, you know, I could go on and on. The live show, the commentary, everything. If I've had people ask me, what would you do if you was rich? I would still do everything that I'm doing right now today. I would have 2 homeless shelters built here in Jonesboro, and then I would not own them. I'd just be on the boards. Then I would keep maybe $10,000 of the money after I bought me a camper trailer, a used one, and a good used truck. It'd be right here parked in Jonesboro, and I would donate the rest to charities. That's what I would do if I was wealthy. And one of them charities would be to people who have no insurance that would like to do something about their mental health. So, you know, we live in the country today, like I said, where everybody basically suffers from some form of mental illness. I'm very lucky and honored that I don't today. And I'm truly blessed and humble. But like I said, it could change. And if it changes, I'm the only one that could do something about a problem. If I have a problem, I'm the only one that could do something about it. And if I have you know, mental troubles in the future, you can damn well bet I'm going to do something about it. You know, so just try to be aware of this, that everybody can't do things about their mental health when they have no insurance and they have no monies to pay for that up front. Try to think of those people. You know, so there's others out there like me that's not suffering mentally. I wouldn't say every person is suffering today, but the majority of the people in this country are. It's just the way it is anymore. And I will say this, if you don't have post-traumatic stress disorder, you will have it sometime in your lifetime. But I don't believe you have to suffer with it all your life. That I don't believe either. You know, that's where I'm blessed. I don't suffer from any of that today. You know, thanks to my Lord and Savior, and thanks to really everybody here in Jonesboro, Arkansas, who kind of took a liking to everything that I do here. You know, so without the Lord and without everybody here, I would still be a sufferer, emotionally, mentally, and physically. You know, so that's going to be about a wrap for this commentary segment. Of course, the topic was mental health. And for those who are suffering mentally, I hope and pray in the future that you don't, Lord willing. So long, everybody. God bless you all.